Hello and welcome to my marathon journey to a new smile using smileLove.com. And here we are at step number 14. You know what that means? That means I'm halfway through my entire treatment plan. Doesn't seem possible. It seems like it's flown by. It's been a bit of a change in lifestyle and taken some adjustments, but we're here passing the halfway point, which is great. Step 14 means that we're going to be starting to concentrate on these teeth, especially this tooth, moving it back, and then as we continue to straighten the bottoms. But so far, the look has been great, and no real problems. The biggest adjustment is the fact that you're creating new gaps by moving these teeth. You have to be really careful about what you eat. Stay away from those things that are really hard, like tortilla chips, taco shells, those kind of things. Really hard potato chips that can get down between your teeth. A really, really nasty one is popcorn, because those holes can get into places that your gums really aren't used to. They're tender because your teeth are being moved and there's a larger gap. They're not used to being open to those kind of things, and it can hurt, so be careful as you're eating. We have a question that came in from Nicole. She asked, can you possibly post a video about eating schedules, things that you've had to cut back on, like wine or coffee, and how does SmileLove change your everyday routine and lifestyle? As I kind of indicated earlier in one of the videos early on, I was looking forward to an effect that everyone claims is very common, and that is people lose weight while using any kind of clear tray, because you can only have them out for 2 hours a day. That means that you only have a limited amount of time to eat, so you don't want to mess with taking them out, so you don't eat as much. For me, the only way I could lose weight was to eat many small meals a day. Instead of eating 3 meals a day, I eat 6 meals a day. Well, 6 meals a day means that you have to have them out for a shorter amount of time, and you're taking them out, putting them in. It's a pain. So what I tend to do is, when I take them out, I eat, and I eat enough to know that it'll last me until the next time I'm going to take them out, which means I'm back to eating bigger meals, which means I gained weight on this program. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you. But supposedly people lose weight because they don't want to mess with taking them out. When I take them out, I tend to eat and kind of get it over with, and that means that I tend to overeat. As far as things to avoid, I love sarsaparilla, and I make homemade sarsaparilla. I have not had sarsaparilla in a long time because it has a very pervasive brown coloring in it that does stain your teeth. Coffee. I used to drink coffee constantly, and now I drink half a pot to a pot of coffee first thing in the morning, and then I usually don't have any more. So those kind of adjustments have been made. And it's not because I don't want to stain the aligners. It's because if you cheat and leave the aligners in and then drink something like a soft drink or a coffee or anything that would stain, it's going to stain your teeth. It'll get inside between the liner and your teeth and just sit there. Where normally you drink it, you swallow, and it gets it off your teeth. With this in your mouth, that means that it's sitting inside against your teeth and has a greater propensity to stain. Sorry, I had to wait for the dryer to quit. And so I don't worry about these, I worry about these. And so, yeah, I don't drink coffee throughout the day. I don't drink soft drinks like I normally would. I drink clear liquids, non-carbonated. I use the Circle bottle and drink water a lot. And one of the reasons I do is because it helps to keep your mouth stay moist, because you don't have the saliva running between your teeth and into the front of your mouth, and you tend to feel like you are a lot more dehydrated than you are. Has it been a life changer? Yeah. There's things that you have to do. There's things that you would have normally gone by and picked up a snack or taken a bite of something. You're walking around to Costco or something and there's samples, and it's like, okay, well, if I want to try this, that means I gotta take my liners out, and I gotta try it, and then I'm gonna brush and floss and rinse and put them back in. So, never mind. There are some changes, but is it worth it? You betcha. And here we are, halfway through, starting our second half with step number 14. Let's take a look. The bottoms are going to be concentrating pretty much on the same teeth. They're starting to look a little bit straighter. That's a great thing. Yeah, that one's in, and I can tell exactly where the pressure is on those. It's interesting because I have teeth. My teeth were so crowded they were stacked. I had one in front, one behind, one in front, one behind, one in front, and so it's having to move teeth back and forth at the same time, and so there's kind of a push-pull, which is an interesting feeling, but I don't feel any sharp edges or anything that would catch. That one went in really, really easily. Now the tops, again, perfectly clear, very well finished. Here we go. So I had to grab a Chewy on that one to get it seated, and I actually had to pull it and then a couple of times and then try to put it in. That one, out of all of the trays that I've had, that one smarts. The lower ones I can tell but this one is like, ouch. It still isn't seated all the way because it is torquing against these teeth. Yeah, it's working these three teeth, and so it's having to shove this one that's out back. So there's a bunch of force on that, and it had a bit of a sharp pain putting it in, and that has subsided, and I just have pressure now. So, but this is the first time that really putting them in, it's been like a ow as they began to snap in. But I look for them to do like they normally do, and a couple days of discomfort, and by the third day it begins to subside, and by the fourth day everything is fine. So we'll see what happens. So here we are at number 14, and on the back side of our journey toward a fabulous new smile. If you think you'd be interested in Smile Love, or you're just interested in finding out about clear aligners and doing everything at home without having to worry about an orthodontist and the cost involved and some of the name brand aligners that you only get from your dentist or orthodontist that they charge you a lot of money for, got that link right there. Click it, take a look. And like I always say, please click that link and go over there. If you find a coupon code that'll get it to you cheaper, that's fine. Click the link, go over there, enter the coupon code, get it cheaper. But what that will do, will let Smile Love know that, hey, you saw it here first, and that's where you learned about them. They always need to know where they best should advertise. Should they do it in publications? Should they do it on Facebook? Should they allow YouTube channels like mine to spread the word, good, bad, or indifferent about them? So far, the only thing that I have heard from Smile Love is, hey, keep up the good work. We're not monitoring you to see if you're saying good things, bad things, whatever about us. We're interested in knowing what you have to say, and we don't want to influence you at all. And that is a great thing and the sign of a very confident company. And there's a reason for that. So far, these have been great. If you're thinking about it, it's a great way to go. But in the meantime, I hope to see you in 2 weeks. Hope it doesn't come sooner than that. But if we see you in 2 weeks, in the meantime, keep smiling. Take care of those teeth. We'll see you later. Bye.